What's going on today, Internet? Selfish here with Retrospect. Are you getting FOMO because everybody else has a 35XX Plus and you don't? Or you're just waiting to see if you really want to buy one because the software on this thing isn't quite up to snuff yet? Well, I've got good or possibly bad news for you. Anbernic just announced a new 35XX, and I'm going to show you how you can get that device before it comes out. Let's take a look. All right, before we get too into the weeds on this whole thing, I think first thing we'll do is we will watch Anbernic's announcement video. It's only about a minute and a half long, and they go through all the different specs and things that are going into the new 35XX H. That's right, the new one is the 355X H. It will be a horizontal handheld, which is one of the two styles Anbernic's really well known for. They're also obviously known for their vertical handhelds, but the H is standing for horizontal. Who knew? Weird. I thought I meant handsome, and they were talking about me. They were naming one after me. Anyways, let's take a look at this video real quick. Now, because I don't want to waste your time, I'm going to throw up some CPU benchmarks for you, and we can take a look at those here together. It is a 64-bit ARM device, running 4 cores, 4 threads. Base frequency is 1.5 gigahertz. It does have a max memory capacity of 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it is running DDR4 memory. Its GPU is a Mali G31 at 20.8 gigaflops. Now, if you notice, I did skip a few things on the screen. Mostly everything is going to be the same, but let's take a look at this device. Now, this device here I'm showing you is actually the RG35XX H. The first one I was showing you is the 351P, which has been out for quite some time now. But there are some pretty good comparisons. So they are running different chipsets. One is a ROC 3326, and the all-new RG35XX H is running an all-winner H700 chip. But if you go beyond that, when you pull the benchmarks, as you can see side by side, they are damn near identical. Same gigahertz, same core CPUs, GPUs. There is a little bit more cache memory on the H700. It's also running, and this is probably where you're going to see the biggest difference, LPDDR4 RAM versus DDR3L RAM. So it is going to be a faster RAM set, but other than that, it's actually running at a lower wattage, which would help with battery life. It does have more video outputs, which it doesn't say on here. Again, same GPU, all that stuff. And here's where I'm thinking that we might run into an issue. And I could be wrong about this. Initially, what we're seeing already with the 35XX Plus is there's really no third-party support that was already out there for it. And it didn't take real long for the 35XX initially to get third-party support from the community. So hopefully this one doesn't take long at all. And everything I'm saying here doesn't matter. But these two devices more or less have the same form factor and the same speeds to them, and one of them's out already. You can already buy a 351P, and actually Anbernic is running Christmas sales right now, so if you buy it before Christmas, you could probably get it on sale. I'll throw some links down in my thingamabob to Anbernic's website. Also, I'll see if I can't find any on sale over there on AliExpress for you and throw them up. The device has been around for a little bit now, so there's plenty of availability of it out there. This is what I think is happening. I think they're going to be replacing the 351P with more or less the exact same device with this 35XX H. And they do run multi-handsets and different things. You know, you have your 353P, VS, you know, you have all these different devices that run the same chipsets. So they bought into the H700 chipset within Anbernic and just in different form factors. But what I think they're doing right now is they're trying to limit their chipsets. And so we're going to see a whole bunch of devices kind of switch over to this chipset, and they're going to be under this RG35XX umbrella. They don't really have a great numbering scheme in Anbernic, so it kind of works, but kind of doesn't. So this is an opportunity for them to kind of get everything back together. And I think we get down to about 3 SKUs. I think they're going to be running like the 616, 618, one of those 2 chips. In that ballpark that we're going to see. And then I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. Now, the new Retro Pocket 4 is coming out. I'm waiting to see what Anbernic does to kind of step up their game here, because they're going to want to compete with that, similar to what they did in the 405 and the 505s. But right now, you can more or less buy an RG35XX H. The biggest difference is going to be Wi-Fi, but every single one of you mofos that had an R35XX told me, MiyooMini sucks. You don't need Wi-Fi. Why do you need Wi-Fi? Nobody does retro achievements, so if you have a reason now that you think that you need to wait to get Wi-Fi, I'm going to tell you, you are wrong if you thought that way. If you're like me, you're going to want Wi-Fi and you're going to wait for the RG35XX H to come out. But 99%, probably not 99, 93% of you complained to me that there was no reason why I needed Wi-Fi on my devices, because apparently I like scrape box art. I'm sorry. And sometimes I like playing games with my kids. Not as often as you'd think I would, but sometimes I do. All right, now with that out of the way, I'm going to go through the entire spec sheet for you. Both devices are actually on a 3.5-inch IPS display, running 640 by 480. We already went through the CPU and GPU specs on this. They do both have 1 gigabyte GB Green Bay. They both got a Green Bay of RAM, both on Linux. This one does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which does have controller support. Both support the same games all the way up to... You are my baby crying in the background. Could you please be quiet for just a minute so I can finish? Thank you. They do both play up to Dreamcast, which the idea here, I think, is the fact that it made no sense to have Dreamcast on the 35XX Plus because you don't have any analog sticks, and you need analog sticks in order to be able to play Dreamcast. So now you'll be able to take advantage of Dreamcast with this new device. One of the big advantages of 35XX H over the 351P is going to be C2C charging, which is something we've all been waiting for a long time, as well as HDMI output for using a TV. If you are like me and use it all the time, I'd say 90% of you probably never once hooked up to your TV, but I like using it as a game box sometimes when I'm playing with my kids. So that gives you the whole breakdown of it. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. I just kind of wanted to see what you had to say. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that it's going to be worth the wait, or can you see the similarities between the two? I don't know, just kind of some random thoughts for you guys I thought I'd throw up here today. I know I don't normally do these for devices that aren't out yet, but this one really kind of caught my attention because it has such striking similarities. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share this video with your friends, because your mom always does. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. My baby is crying, so I gotta go take care of her. Help me out by hitting that subscribe button so you can watch some more videos. Obviously, I'm gonna try to keep you entertained and give you the information that you need. And if you're bored, look at that. There's 2 other videos up here that Google says you're probably gonna like. I don't know if they're ever wrong. They've never been wrong for me when I've searched for something before. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm out.